Hi, I'm Mac McCarthy, and I help people with their breakups. And today I got a short summary of a story. He doesn't give a lot of details. That's okay, but he asks a couple good questions. We've had some email interaction here, and I'm going to share it with you because I think it is pertinent to a lot of other people in some breakup situations. But it is not a full story. He gets to the point, he gets to the problem, and let's get right into it. And if you've got a breakup story or you got a question with a little bit of a summary, send it in. I'll do my best to answer it for you. So, my ex-fiance and I split after 5 years together. We have a son together. We had our issues like every other couple does. 5 years is a long time. That's a deeper connection. The fact that you have a son, you have an extra connection. It's a little bit thicker bond usually there. Within a month of us splitting up, she was dating another guy and moved in with him. Okay, a lot of guys, I say this before, women tend to rebound faster or end up with someone new quicker. She has recently dealt with severe depression and even been diagnosed with bipolar and manic depression. Okay, long term, are you able to deal with that? Do you want to deal with that? And is she getting professional help? She was told by a doctor our breakup probably triggered this reaction. Probably, okay. You know, doctors can be wrong. I'm not saying this doctor is wrong, but she should be getting a second or third opinion, especially with psychiatric care, just like you would if you had a heart transplant or something like that. There's some of these people in these businesses can do some harm too, right? What do I do? Well, at this point, if you're broken up, you need to start moving forward with your life, right? Do I pursue no contact? I do love her very much, and I want to be a support system where I leave her alone and watch her new relationship blossom, leaving me in the dust. So let me tell you what I wrote. She's in a new relationship, let it be. It's her new boyfriend's job to help her now, okay? You need to reframe this from you being left in the dust to you getting a fresh start with possibly a more healthy relationship in the future. She is in a new relationship, accept that. It's not easy, but it's real. I can help further in a live coaching session, okay? Because this particular situation's got some deep roots because of the son and the 5 years. This is something you need to unpack for yourself. And in a coaching session like this, you might go 2 hours or 3 hours just telling me all the ins and outs of the relationship because you need to get it out. It's almost like vomiting out so many feelings. And a lot of people afterwards, they just feel good, because they haven't spent 2 or 3 hours just getting their story and what's happened and why they're upset out. And they'll say like, wow, that felt good, just to have someone listen that wasn't my friend. Because your friend or family member, they try to help you, but they try to help you based on their own life experiences. And sometimes they don't really like listening anyways. Let's be honest. Not sure that you can go complete no contact if you have a son, so be civil when it comes to that. Depression and bipolar issues are a serious problem that calls for professionals in the field. Don't put this on your shoulders. And it could be multiple people, okay? So, his response. Thank you, Mac, for the quick response. I'll think through this while situation, so that can't even make sense of that, but I have finally accepted that's why it's hard to read stuff, right? Sometimes. I have finally accepted what has happened and where we stand. Good. The hard part for me is to understand if this is just a rebound for her. Well, don't try to understand it either way. If it's a rebound, you don't know. If it isn't, this is the reality. This is what you know. She's in a new relationship that with a new individual where she and that individual have responsibility for each other within their own relationship. A lot of big words used there, but that's how it is. She is no longer your responsibility or your partner. Let it be. Does the idea of being with someone new and new life signify a change while she begins to work on her mental health? It can, absolutely. The reason I say this is during this time, she has mirrored her new relationship from our relationship down to the finest detail. You shouldn't know the details of her new relationship. That is not a good place for you to be in, regardless of if you're right or you're wrong. that means you're not concentrating on yourself and where you're headed. That doesn't mean you need to get a new partner right away, but it's not going to, you keeping tabs on what's going on with her and in her relationship is going to hold you back from moving forward. He writes, even getting a new cat. However, during all this, she has admitted several times she misses and loves me very much still. Well, you were in a 5-year relationship. You have a son together. Of course she's going to miss you. It doesn't mean she's going to come back. It doesn't mean you're going to be able to deal with the depression issues. It doesn't mean that you're going to be able to forgive the fact that she's already with someone new. So you got some variables in there that don't make it so cut and dry, right? Her new boyfriend is divorced twice with 2 kids in the mix. Again, you know way too much about this guy. Is she just projecting a new family to replace what she left? And should I just let her find herself and work on myself? Yes, short answer. I know rebound relationships are tricky. You were in a relationship for 5 years. Don't stop getting into the rebound relationships, the ins and outs of it. Move forward with yourself. Stop trying to classify this thing into a box. Oh, she's in a rebound relationship. Oh, she's trying to do this. What are you doing? That's harsh. It's to the point, but seriously. Or am I just, so he writes, but is this a rebound or am I just kidding myself? Who knows? It could be a rebound. It could not be a rebound, but you don't need to spend time on that. That's the bottom line, okay? And I just said a set of questions that I send to people before a live coaching session. And these questions usually dig to your core. They're questions for you to answer. They're questions to answer about yourself. They're questions to get to the bottom of where you're headed. So this individual right now, he's still tied to what she's doing, where she's going. She needs his help, what she did to him. Who are you as a person? Where do you want to go as an individual? How do you want to grow as an individual? Okay? And that's where you want to be. You need to move forward. It hasn't been a very long time. This is going to be tough to get over. This is going to be tough to get through. But right now, keeping tabs on your ex-wife's relationship is not going to serve you in any way. And if you keep coming across that material, you need to cut those areas. If that's social media or mutual friends, you don't want to know. Okay, you want to move forward. So I hope that helps you. Please visit writemac.com if you've got a breakup story to tell, or if you'd like to book a live coaching session and get some deeper clarity. Thank you for supporting the channel.